Police running all in and out the building. What the hell is going on?
Hey, Raiders.
What up, low?
Man. Hey, that what can we say? What can we say? What can we say? There's a lot of things we can talk about. There's a lot of things that we can discuss. I'm just pulling up to see what's good with everybody. Want to make sure everybody's good. You know, I'm actually going to put this is the congregation live. So, you know, I'm going to have the congregation pull up. I sent out the link to some invited guests. They going to pull up. And we just going to talk about it. We are definitely going to talk about it. The Raiders go into the Indianapolis Colts and, you know, go on the road, and it's a tough one. It's a tough one. And we'll definitely jump into that. I know some people are going to be rolling in, and that is perfectly fine. But we are definitely going to talk about the Indianapolis Colts game. And I'm still, to be honest with you, I'm still trying to digest it, still trying to break it down myself. Interesting, very interesting. One thing on my instant reaction, because you guys know I dive into it, you know, even more as we go along, and I know you got some people in. Shout out to everybody that's here. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you drop your name in the comment section, get your name on the roll call. You guys know how we get down here. But some of the issues that we have as a team showed itself. And once again, we're on the outside looking in. We're on the outside looking in. But shout out to everybody that is here, everybody that is chiming in. I am actually going to drop the link because this is a congregation live. I'll drop the link. Shout out to everybody in the chat. You guys do not have to have your camera on, but definitely if you guys can have your mic on and let me know who you are. We can talk a little bit. Yeah, the link is there. I wanted to make sure it's there. Yeah, the link is right there in the chat. Those that want to pull up, go ahead and pull up. You know what I'm saying? Get it out, get your feelings out, whatever you want to say is going to be heard and respected here. Yes, sir. Let me do this. Those that got the notification bell on, you guys are right on point. If you guys have not, make sure you guys do that. Make sure you put the notification bell on. That is how you can be notified right away when I go live, because this live is definitely a impromptu, unscheduled live. Also, this is just a random live. I didn't schedule this, but I felt the need to pull up, talk to the congregation, and shout out to the congregation. I don't, you know, I always got something for the congregation, and I gotta give everybody the Raider Twuan brown cracker salute. If you guys can, please share this out to your platforms. To your places of media. And definitely share this out to the Raider Nation. If you guys have not, please take a moment to subscribe. Click the like button. Why? Because I like you. Also, remember, if you guys need prayer for you or your family members, hit me up on IG at TwuanTwuan, TWUAN, and it's right there. You know, right there. At TwuanTwuan, TWUAN. Remember, your business between me, you, and the Lord. I don't put this business out there in the street. You gotta worry about me telling anybody about your business. Okay? Just hit me up on IG. And I got you. Also, please be an organ donor. If you're interested in being an organ donor here at Raider Twuan, we are advocates for being an organ donor. So if you want to be an organ donor, please sign up at, it's always in the link of my descriptions of my videos. Also, if you are live, all you have to do is put exclamation point DON in the chat. That's right, DON in the chat, and that's how you can be a donor. Okay? Shout out to everybody that's here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let me see what y'all got in the comment section. J-Dog, Yeah. You know, DA did produce some for us today. J Dog, there's a lot, you know, like I said, we're seeing a lot of the things that we identified as issues, they showed themselves in this game. You know, and definitely I got to go back and look at it a little more, dive into it a little more, take a look at, you know, more in depth of what I was seeing. But a lot of that stuff, you know, showed its ugly head. And but I'll say this in a positive way, that even though those things showed showed something that wasn't really pretty, we identify what we need, right? And it's really showing, okay, we need this, we need that, we ain't got it. So moving into next year, we could say, oh yeah, all we need to do is pick up this. And if we check off certain things, those certain things, then we should be in a good place. You know, and I said it last night that, you know, where other teams have 3 quarterbacks, we only got 1. And it showed its head. You know what I'm saying? And can I be mad, you know, that we lost? Yeah. But when you look at it in perspective, can I be mad at a rookie quarterback, 4th rounder, that's still trying to figure it out? You know, a guy that in the beginning of the season we identified that, oh yeah, he was going to sit behind and he was going to, you know, hold the clipboard and get some time and work things out before we actually see him get some of these real live bullets. So yeah, let's keep rolling, because I see that you guys got a whole lot of comments in here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Also, you guys have the link in the chat, so if you want to pull up and you know, say hi to me or whatever, you can do so. Yeah, you know, that was also one of those things. It was like, you know, and I know the unsureness on that too, because it was like they didn't know if it was going to be if it was an injury or not, who the injury was on. Yeah, Joel Lee says this sucks. Uh-huh. Yeah, it shows us what problems we have. And some of us been saying that we've been having these problems, but you know, certain things have been covering that up, and certain things have been other things have been working well. And you know, it really it it really just boils down to, like I said, you know, the things we identified that we need to address for next year were the things as to why we didn't, you know, the Colts, to be honest with you, they are very similar to us. So it was like us playing us. And for us to be down by 3 and lose by 3 and fight all the way through and still be competitive and still, do our thing, and be aggressive and have that intensity all the way through. Can I be mad? Can we be mad? Those are questions that you have to ask yourself. I can't tell you not to be mad, but I will say that there's some positives even in the situation that we're currently in. J-Dog. Yep. Yeah, Alfredo. I agree with you with that. I think we did have, it I understand the frustration. I understand all of it. So those that are in here and is mad and pissed off and want to, I understand all of that. But I also agree with Alfredo. What Alfredo says, as he said we had a good run considering everything we dealt with this season. When you start, and those that want to really identify it, sit down, get you a piece of paper or something you can write on, and mark down everything that we had to go through this season, all the changes we had to go through this season, who were in those places of importance throughout this season, and make the assessment for yourself. Make the assessment for yourself. Shout out to everybody that's listening. Make sure you click the like button. Why? Because even in a loss, I still like you. J-Dog. Yeah. We did kick the ball too much. We did. But you kicking the ball also helps you in field possession. And I think that if it's one of those things where you say you kick the ball too much, but we also, I hate to say it's like it is. I don't want to say it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't, but we get on. Excuse me, I'm over here trying to fix the Ahern. We get on the Staley coach, right? The coach from the well, he ain't the coach anymore, from the Chargers, for how risky he is and how he's going for it all the time, and you kind of have to pick and choose when you go for it. Last night, on was that last night? I think it was last night. When the Cowboys played the Lions, Dan Campbell did the same thing. He was risking it and pushing it, and the Cowboys squeaked out a win by 1 because Dan Campbell was so hell-bent on going for it instead of just kicking it. So you kind of have to pick and choose when you go for it, when you don't go for it. And am I mad at how AP decided to play the field position game? I don't really think I would be mad at that. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't clean on both sides. It really wasn't clean on both sides. There was times where, people might want to talk about Zamir White, but when you really look at that offensive line and seeing how many times they got blown back, it really becomes an issue, right? And like I said, there were certain things that reared its ugly head in this game, but it was stuff that we knew we either had to roll with, and hopefully we'll be able to address those things, moving forward, or is it going to be one of those situations where we're going to have to wipe it out? Yusef, good to see you, man. Hope all is well. I forgot to do this, but I got to give you guys a shout out to everybody. J-Dog, good to see you. Joel Lee, blessings to you. Hope all is well. Alfredo, blessings to you. I know I read your guys' comments, but I still got to give you guys a salute and blessings on today. Even though, hey, it wasn't a pretty one, but hey, it's still a good day. Still a good day. Yusef, hope all is well. Charm City, blessings to you on today. And Wild Turkey, blessings to you, man. Hope all is well. Yeah. But Wild Turkey, that lineman, he didn't report, but how many times did Dan Campbell, how many times did Dan Campbell say, yeah, we're going to go for it. Yeah, we're going to go for it. Yeah, we're going to go for it. And how many times is that going to how many times is that going to play in your favor? When the defense knows you're hell-bent on going for it, they're gonna tighten up their defense, right? You're not gonna catch them by surprise anymore. So that's why that situation didn't work. And sometimes you just got to kick it, or you got to go for, you know what I'm saying? Just go for the punt, or, you know, but that's all, again, that all goes to the decision making of the head coach. Sorry about that. I have to. There we go. Yeah. So we'll definitely be talking about it a whole lot more this week. I know I'll probably be on some more lives either tonight or later on this week, because it doesn't stop, you guys. Yes, sir, it does not stop. I will be still continuing to do this Raider content. Also, me and Eric will be doing the 2-for-1 Nation podcast on Thursday. So you definitely do not want to miss that, because we definitely are going to be talking about this game coming up. And we'll be talking about the Broncos, okay? Because we still got another week. Okay, you guys, we still got another week. And I don't want you guys to miss any of that. I did drop, I'll say this too, as we're talking about content, I did drop some short videos. So definitely check that out. And if you guys can, it would help out a lot if you guys click the like button. Whether you like it or not, click the like button. Help your boy, help your guy. And if you want YouTube to help me pay for my medicine, subscribe. Let me see what you guys got in the chat. I don't want to miss anything you guys have. Hey, J-Dog, I can't blame it fully on O'Connell. Now, did he make some mistakes? Yes, he did. And I'll definitely be looking even more in depth, on tape for those even more. But just looking at the first glance, there was a lot of what can I say? I don't even want to say there was a bunch of drop balls. I think we started off slow. I think we started off slow. And defensively, there was some blown assignments. I know specifically there was on one play where Robert Spillane was coming in, but he looked like he was hesitant to go after the quarterback, and that's when Minshew threw that deep one over the top. And I believe that was a crossing route to Alec Pierce, which those hurt, especially when defensively, we haven't got thrown on like that. So I hope Patrick Graham looks at this and says, hey, we ain't letting this happen again. Moving forward. I'm going to drop the link. There we go again. Those that want to get on and talk a little bit, it is there for you. Okay. I had a somebody hit me up. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We are live. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. It's why didn't you do it? Oh. Come in and talk your stuff. There we go. Question for the chat. Give me a grade on we'll do a letter grade. Give me a letter grade on your thoughts on Zeus. Give me your Zeus grades. Give me your Zeus grades. Rob Pena, good to see you. Hope all is well, my guy. I see you over here. Let me click on it. And of course, you know, he makes sure he brings the brown crackers. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rob. Thanks, Rob, for bringing the brown crackers with you to the show. You know, I give me a letter grade on Zeus. Give me a letter grade on Zeus. If you don't want to give me a letter grade, you can come on the show and tell me your letter grade. Okay? Come on the show. Dirty's in the building. Shout out to you, Dirty. Life of the Nation. If you guys have not subscribed to Life of the Nation, quit playing with yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Clean off your hands and click the subscribe button for my man Dirty. What is your letter grade for Zeus? Rob said, give me a B. Give me a B for Zeus. Okay. Wild Turkey. He said, give me a B. Okay. Give me a B. You know, I thought, and I'll say this about Zeus. I think Zeus's running style is different from Josh Jacobs, and I think a lot of people that hate Zeus, and when I mean hate Zeus, you know the ones that are like, Zeus is a freaking bum and da 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 da. I think those that actually hate Zeus, I think it's because they're so used to. We've been spoiled with Josh Jacobs. And Zeus is not that. He's not that style of runner. Now, what we saw today, I think, to be honest with you, is encouraging to see. I think is in regards to Zeus, I think he has a place in this offense. And I think he'll be better for it. I think these touches that he's getting, is definitely helping him get better. You know what? Hey, you know what? I'll say this. I agree with you guys. I can't say he had it wasn't like he was completely perfect, but knowing his style of play, knowing where he is as a runner, I gotta give him a B. Now, I will say this, that there was a few runs, one specifically that stuck out to me, where he had the ball in the wrong hand. And that could be a dangerous situation. That could be a situation of turnover. But he didn't turn the ball over, so I can't be mad at him for, I can be mad at him, but I can't be mad at him. You get what I'm saying? I don't think Zeus was our problem. And I have to, I got to go back. Eventually I'm going to have to go back tonight and look at it even more in depth. But at first glance, I think Zeus did his job. I think Zeus did his job. Oh, you good, man? You good? You good? If you want to hop on your phone, you can do that too. I'm not picky like that. Captain Jack, ladies and gentlemen, we have royalty here. Blessings to you. Hope all is well. You guys are welcome to come on the show. This show you can use the language you like to use. Captain Jack, don't worry about it. This ain't Roku over here. So feel free to say what you want to say. Also, you guys remember, you guys can be a donor. The link is in the chat, and I think I just highlighted it. Yes, it is showing up on the screen. If you guys are interested in being an organ donor, please be an organ donor by oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry. That's my Cash App and Venmo. If you want to be a financial blessing to this channel, you can be a financial blessing to this channel and help this channel grow. Send me Cash App, Venmo, and then if you want my Zelle, hit me up on IG and I'll give you that information for my Zelle. Ladies and gentlemen, we have royalty in the building. I am so happy that he is here. He is definitely it is adding a bright spot to this channel. I don't know what he's going to say, but hey, I'm here for it. Ladies and gentlemen, your captain and my captain, Captain Jack.
How you doing, brother? I am on my phone. I look like shit because I took my Crosby jersey off, and not that I took it off, like I'm disgusted with it, but I'm just saving it for my show tonight. I got it, was it 5? So about 4 hours. And I don't have my hat on, and apologize for everybody who says, who is that real ugly fucker that was on your show? It's me. But I saw you on, and I said, hey, I haven't been out with the congregation, so I can't see what the comments are because I'm in studio. You know what? I don't give a flying fuck what the comments are because we're talking with you, and I'm just saying. And I did make a couple of posts on Facebook. What could have been people were and I'm not gonna dime them out by name, but they were saying like it's Jimmy time. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Wow. Jimmy Noodle Arm Garoppolo, and this is a respected member, an older gentleman like me. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? At the time, I said the Raiders gave up one opening drive touchdown. In fact, before I even got my fucking Arnold Palmer from the waitress, the Colts were in the end zone. I'm like, what the fuck, So that happened. And then they had and I ain't going to call it a blown coverage, but it was a beat. The defensive back, Amik, got beat on that was it like a corner pattern to I don't know what the fuck the guy's name, Quinn? Did I get that right?
You talking about the wide receiver that ran that deep pass into the touchdown? That was Alec Pierce.
Pierce.
That was one of their deep threats that they have. They actually have two speedy wide receivers, and he was one of them.
Yeah, and I'm gonna drop the racist bomb. That motherfucker. That motherfucker was white.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I just had a call from Hollywood. So if I drop for a second, that's the reason why. I had to close it real quick. So I'll get back with Hollywood. But again, one opening drive, one play to the receiver, and that basically was the game in the first half. Because the Raiders defense played them well, and it wasn't until like midway through the third quarter that the Raiders offense started getting on track, play wise. And I made this comment as well. I don't know if there was like a switcheroo made with the Kansas City dropsy wide receivers, but I saw Devontae Adams drop about 2. I saw Jacoby Myers drop 2. I saw, and it wasn't his fault, but I saw a pass that should have been caught by Tucker had he been about an inch taller. That long drive. So it was a matter of literally fingertip inches and several referees that have no fucking clue what defensive pass interference is when the Raiders are on offense. But then they call a defensive pass interference against us when we were offsides. It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. I'm
like, and again, apologies to the Reverend as I, drop F-bomb after F-bomb after F-bomb. But that's me.
Hey, that's perfectly fine, man.
It's not. But I want to at least acknowledge it, okay? It's kind of like when you go to church and you go into the booth and you say, forgive me. And by the way, I'm not Catholic, as you know this, but it's like you go into the booth, you say, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. So I'm at least acknowledging that I'm dropping F-bombs and I shouldn't be. But anyway, now that that's out of the way, thank you for the blessing. This was a game, and people were saying it, where the Raiders came out, I don't want to say lethargic, but they were kind of sleepwalking in the first half. They got it together in the second half. And again, you lose by 3, but it doesn't matter. You lose by 3 or 1 or 300. It's a loss.
Yeah.
And now the season is officially over. So when I go to the game next week, I don't have to worry about, well, if they win today and if these people lose, then the Raiders are going to Miami for a first rounder, and maybe I could, it doesn't matter. The Raiders are out. So it's on to next year. Literally, it's on to next year. So I just wanted to come on, and I appreciate the royalty. No, just an old gentleman with some views, but I appreciate the positives, brother. And I don't know if I've been able to pop on with you before, but I'm glad I got a chance to come over and do it.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate that. I think, and like to what you were saying, I think a lot of the situations that, they, like you said, we kind of started off slow and they hit us, with a quick 7, and it was like one of those situations where we were in their house. Were we going to get all were the referees going to give us favor in their house? Most likely not.
No.
But also with that being said, I said it earlier, I think, and I kind of, and as I'm going along, kind of really confirming it, the issues that we know that we've had with this team, they just showed their ugly head. We got hit hard, early, and then we were expecting an offense that hasn't really been trucking all season to all of a sudden get everything going, and they just could not. Our offensive line, you showed its head a little bit, get running back getting hit immediately because,
the O-line was getting trucked. Yeah, the O-line was blocking well at times, and then they would just get trucked by the defensive line, so they were consistently inconsistent. And I also said, and I apologize for cutting you off, but it said I also said that had Jermaine Illuminor not fucking jumped on that one play, who knows what could have happened? That was a 4th and 1, and then instead, that's you turn it over.
Yeah.
So that's unfortunate.
And that's the other thing too, Captain Jack, is, and shout out to Raphael that's here, but were we expecting that the Raiders that have been historically known for flags not going to continue to just play perfect, clean games all the way through? Like, we were going to get some penalties somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Illuminor wasn't going to, all of a sudden not get his name called. I that's why I can't really be mad at today. Like, I can be frustrated with today. Yeah. For those that want to cuss about it, you can cuss about it if you feel like it. But when you really look at it, can we, like, even the Jack Jones, penalty, like,
oh, that was bullshit.
Can I be mad at him for making a play? Like, I can't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he did get a flag. They called it on him. It was done, whatever. But, and again, that could be up to interpretation. But they were all trying to make plays. And it just didn't work for us. And I think the things that we need to address are some of the things we've been saying. We need better quality at quarterback. Not saying that Aiden O'Connell is not a decent quarterback. We just need some competition there where iron sharpens iron, and whoever the best person is, it rises to the top. And then offensive line, definitely we have to address that moving forward, and like I said, if we do those things, I think we'll be a whole lot better team, because I think we have a good roster. It's just we got some holes, we got some leaks in the building, and today we saw some drips coming into the house.
Yeah, I said this, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to let Rafa pop out. The Raiders are either going to be second or third. I don't think they could be last in the division unless the Chargers win today and the Raiders lose next week. They're either going to be second or third, which is what we were kind of expecting. I mean, they might drop down to 4, but we'll see. But I just need to get my stuff together. I ate some nice bean dip, so I'll be farting my ass off tonight as we bring in the new year. And so I'll be enjoying that too. Y'all should be very glad that you're not with me in my house, because when you have an old man who takes as many medicines as I do and I have flatulation, consider it a New Year's gift to you that you are in your own house.
Yeah, it's a good thing that we can see you, but not smell.
No smell-o-vision. No smell-o-vision. Hey, Twuan again. Happy New Year to you, Rafa. Happy New Year to you. Merry Christmas, belated still. Hey, we're still celebrating Christmas and Hanukkah and all that other stuff, but New Year's is upcoming. 2024. 2022 and 2023 have not been good personally to me, so let's hope that 2024 is a lot better for all y'all out there. I'm going to bust. I'm going to leave. Take care, everybody. This is the captain going, yarg, you fuckers out there. Hoorah.
Salute. Thank you, Captain Jack.
All right. Take care, brother.
Take care.
Before Rafa gets in, I want to shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Shout out to Raider Chaos. I see you, Navy Vet. Good to see you, Gord. Good to see you, my brother. And Cool Kev is in the building. Hey, Cool Kev, if you know where the link is, come on, pull up. This is a congregation live. Anybody can pull up. Talk your Raider stuff or whatever, and let's talk about this game. Yes, it's a tough game. Let me know how you feel. I did ask people to give me a grade on Zeus. So if you want to continue to give me a grade on Zeus, give me your thought and your letter grade on Zeus. Raphael, what you got today? What you got? Blessings to you on today.
I mean, that was really tough. That was like early mistakes got falling behind was too much for AOC and the outside the last two drives. It kind of hurts to lose many due to penalties and blow coverage after being so good for the half of this year. I mean, we're
Mm.
just missing that spark in either side. Defense had 1 sack and no turnovers. Then Samir just looked good, but it just had 17 yards and Devontae caught 13, but out of the 21 targets. And I'm not gonna blame Jack Jones, but the offense still didn't show up, and the Colts just knew their strengths and they stay on the ground. But that was like a blunder going upsides after Crosby run stop, leading like the missed field goal, especially considering with Trump down to the field after. I mean, that would love the like offensive tackle frill this late for the season. I mean, real hero stuff after the past 2 weeks and awesome play by Zeus. I mean, right now there is no chance to go to the playoffs. I mean, we just eliminated, but I'm not gonna blame for Jack Jones, but I give like Zeus some sits. But I'm gonna keep it cool with ALP getting a job with a new offensive coordinator and quarterback, maybe just like experienced assistant head coach who can help him with the end and half of game decisions. I mean, that really hurts. But also, there's too many points in that territory at midfield because for us, they just left much out there and left himself vulnerable for his health at the very end. Imagine if Davante got those calls that came long. That was like, wow, very impressive. But right now, I'm just sad. Right now, I'm just getting like a very shocking, very like disappointment. But yeah, the defense played like shit today, but the refereeing was insane because I did not believe that it just called for a single PI into the coast. But we were going to away in a playoff game with that offense anyway. But it was a tough one to watch. I mean, at the end of the day, we all know that team wasn't playoff ready already, but they just need like the best outcome for the off season. I mean, there's the Seahawks keep working, trading, cutting, and coaching. I mean, this is gonna be like a long off season to put in it because there are so many positions to fill in. I mean, they're gonna handle the ball. So, yep.
Yeah, and Ralph, I think it's a tough one, but I think if we allow a second to breathe, we seen it coming. You know, Aiden O'Connell um, is doing the best he can. But it's still not going to be enough. Um, we definitely need better play at quarterback. Um, Defensively, you know,
Uh huh.
I don't think they did that bad. I that first cut there was a few plays where it's like, okay, tighten it up. But
Yeah, they're tying it up.
if we had it, and I'll say this, if we had a middle of the pack, veteran quarterback, I think we would have won that game. You know, um, because we did have opportunities offensively to get something going, but you know, when you have a team that can run the ball and all we're doing is punting the ball, that's what you're going to get. And we ran into that. We ran into that.
Yeah,
We ran into a team that did exactly what we would like to do. And that's, keep the game close, get a lead, but then also run the clock out by running the ball. And that's what they did. They passed when they needed to pass. They, and did what they needed to do. Um, and we fell short. Now,
yeah. I mean, in AOC, like this first 5 games, he threw 6 interceptions. In the last 5 games, he has thrown one. But I'm very happy as a game managing backup, or maybe with a year or two at the development and athletic training, he could compete like a starting position. But we need to look elsewhere for a quarterback next year. I mean, this is gonna be like a tough tough loss. And that team has done it. I mean, off season together, let the chemistry devolve more. I mean, getting OC like you get an offensive game plan clocking immediately. If the defense is back next year, this team will be special. If we can get like a decent offense play caller, a promising young quarterback in the draft, I'll be good about that. That'll be like a small ask, but I like it as tough out of that game. We are so close. We are so close, but we just seem like a lot of defense figured it out. Now we had to maintain that while improvising a few things on offense. We just go with the best player of the draft, regardless of a decision. But I think the next year is gonna be a lot of different. A lot of different. I know there's a lot of problems here the last drive with the Colts, but we just need something. We just need something new. I mean, we just need like the quarterback and the new OC. But I still like AP, but he just can't just put in for that record. I mean, he needs to show out the Marcus Strong plan for the offseason. I mean, we can draft him like a random one quarterback for the first time since 2007. We just need it. We just wanted to keep Antonio Pierce in the hunt longer with his gas. I mean, it feel worse after beating Kansas City Chiefs, but last week that's a team like it isn't like it a playoff. But I was disappointed for the loss. But thank God we didn't need Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler. But I think that Antonio Pierce, that the new era of Pierce and Jim Kelly was still different. But I think he's need to learn a little bit more as the especially the head coach. But I know he's brought that energy. He brought that Raider energy, all these coaching styles, and of course for the locker room. I mean, yeah, but there's like a little things to do about for the off season, and he needs to involve a lot more.
Navy Vet said we were expecting our defense to win the game.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
I think that I think I hate to say it, but I think we as fans we expected all of a sudden, somebody was going to fumble, we were going to recover it, and we were going to catch an interception and take it to the house, and those are bonuses to the game. You know what I'm saying? Those aren't things that we should be expecting. And unfortunately, our offense didn't do what it needed. Overall, our offense didn't do its job, do its end of the game. Now, I do want to say this, because people want to, especially after a loss, we always want to talk about who's to blame, for the game. And I don't want anybody to say that this loss was on AP, because I don't think AP was a part of. Yeah, he is a part of the team, but I can't put the blame on AP. I think AP did exactly what he needed to do. He kept the game close. He kept it in as close as he could, and with calling timeouts and kicking the ball, and he did go for it in certain situations, but again, there it goes, the offense not doing its end to help out what AP was trying to do in regards to in regards to the game. Coaching wise, he tried to keep it close, but it's up to the players to take it over the top, and we just failed to do that.
Yeah, I know, but I mean this is not gonna have to go for, because this is not like a average team to lose to any team any given Sunday. But I'm very impressed with that season, and we just managed to accomplish given the piece we just had. But I would love to draft a quarterback, and what happened with what Antonio Pierce can do. I mean, playoffs are still like a long shot, even we just lost. But hopefully, they just keep Antonio Pierce, the head coach, and still like learning a lot. I mean, it's been like a regardless. We just seems that the defense needs to be like a great with good arm, good legs, not afraid to run, plus offensive coordinator with a playbook that isn't 20 years old. I mean, supplementing the old line wouldn't hurt either. I mean, they had motivated in playing goofball. I mean, it's having a look at the defense, some killers, but I think AOC is getting some undeserved hate. I mean, both they screwed us under realizing the wrong game. I mean, AOC just managed not to turn the ball over, throwing as many times as we did. Not to be shabby, but Adams getting manhandled all that game. I mean, ultimately, we should have won the game for the defense. I mean, hope everyone is gonna have like a most important. Like we had to do something with the defense. I mean, I know the rest screws up. But we should have more aggressive during the game. I mean, we're just playing not to lose rather than win. There's too many puns. I mean, they just pick up like a key inference in the Napoli Colts. I mean, they're not picking a one for anything, but it's like they're the same problems all season. But I mean, we they just called some terrible plays. I mean, it's below average, but it's not the main issue. I mean, the biggest need is offensive coordinator fighting the quarterback. I mean, AOC, it ain't, but it's at least it's not Andrew Walter. In the meantime, we still had to go. We can find the offense. I mean, would have a love to see like a sideline shot that offensive call. It was like the biggest moment of the game. Some of that decisions they just made it to the first half will reflect it. Finding a way to end that season considerably how awful it was most of the year. At least there appears to be like a solid foundation on defense. I mean, next year it could be different. Yes, I know it wasn't like going to the playoffs, but they just need a lot of things to do. They just need a stronger online. Don't waste it out on picks on quarterback until that online is fits. There's too many mistakes, no blocking. I mean, that was horrible. But we had to fix it a lot. A lot when it comes to off season. I mean, like what happened?
Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you guys click the like button.
Oh,
Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you guys have not clicked the like button, why? Because I like you. And if you have not, go ahead and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and subscribe. You guys look, hey, Chaos asked a question. He said, what's the deal with punting the ball in field goal range? Kickers can't make 55-yarders now. The issue with that, Chaos, and trying to, answer your question here. The issue is you run a risk of, if you miss it, then you're giving the opponent short field. You're giving the opponent a short field. Yes, kickers can make 55-yarders, but you kind of have to pick and choose when you want to do that, because again, if you miss, then you're running a risk of giving the opponent a short field. So sometimes it's better to actually punt it, try to keep them, at the 10, 5, closer to the goal line, so that if they go 3 and out, then you have an opportunity for getting a shorter field. So it's a battle of, yardage within the field, and it's a huge risk to take in certain situations. Now, if I knew the clock was going to run out, and and there's only about like 5 or 6 seconds left, and I kick the field goal, and I miss it, but then there's only like 3 seconds left, I might take that risk. But if there's a whole lot of time still left, I give the opponent a short field. I hope that answers your question. If that doesn't answer your question, you can always say something else in the chat. I'll try to catch it.
yeah, exactly. Hey, Twuan, I'm gonna hop off because right now I'm gonna make some dinner, some Caribbean food. I mean, there's tamales, or so there's ham bread, also chicken salad. I mean, there's like a different right now, but me as a Latino, we can join this Happy New Year, all the celebrations, and I would like eating with tamales, also dancing and enjoying salsa, merengue, all this type of music. But I just wanted to tell you that salute to everybody on the chat, Raider Cows, Anthony Strada, Wild Turkey, James Purple, and I just wanted to say Happy New Year, much love and blessings to you, Raider Twuan, also to Captain Jack, and no matter what happens, win or lose, Raider Nation till I die, and that's my motto right now. So have a good one, folks. Raider Nation for life. Also, much love and blessings, and Happy New Year.
All right. Happy New Year to you, and hope all is well with you and your family. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Raphael. He does a lot of good play-by-plays and stuff like that. If you guys have not, please take a moment to check out Raphael. Navy vet said, get our GM and AP a full season. I'm with that. I'm with that. You guys know I've dropped a video, and if you guys have not, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and check out my video on who I think should be our coaches for the upcoming season. I dropped that during our bye week, and I believe it's still holding true. I still believe it's holding true. Wall Turkey said, maybe, yeah, JJ spoiled us with, yep, 2 picks, 6 in a row. I think also, yeah, it's one of those things where you have a lot of the stuff we saw, those things aren't sustainable. And these are the breaks. Right? I'm gonna skip down to this one because I see it. 17-7 Bengals. Swifties look upset. Yep. You already know. You already know the Swiftie. I had to see if if Taylor Swift was still here. Yeah, she's still here. This is the interim staff. Let's not take in. Yeah. Ready chaos. The whole team was to blame. Receivers could not catch. Defense could not stop. Drafts hate us. Special teams costed us too. I said it with Captain Jack, in regards to the refs, like anytime, and I've noticed this, anytime we're in somebody else's house, we shouldn't expect calls to go our way. So because of that, you have to take an extra effort to like it instead of, I'll say it like this, instead of scoring just 20 points, you got to score 30 points. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to do a little more to make sure to cover the house. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like I'll use gambling references. You know, the house wins, house rules. You know, what are house rules? They benefit the house. And anytime we go into someone else's house, you're not gonna get, you ain't gonna get no visitor favor. That's for sure. And Estrada, good to see you. Hope all is well. Yeah, that could be an option. That could definitely be an option. Did I miss? Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, hey James Furpo, good to see you. I'm sorry, I was reading, and he's like, "Hey James Furpo," I was like, "Did I miss James Furpo in the building?" Hey, James Furpo, blessings to you. Hope all is well. I have you guys, for those in the chat. Did it go? Did it go? Did it go? No, it didn't. There we go. You guys, there goes the link. You guys feel free to come in, talk your stuff. This is a congregation live. Actually, give me a second. I need to fix that. If you guys have not, take a moment to subscribe. Click the like button. Why? Because I like you. I do. Manage videos live. It won't let me fix it. I have to fix that later. Fix that later. Robert Pena. Pubston, good to see you. Hope all is well. What y'all got going? What y'all got going today? Oh, hey, Chaos. I just caught your comment. Also, as I got some noise in the background. Also, there's pre-game situations where the kicker will go out there and test his leg out. And certain days he's like, hey, all I got is 50. And the coach knows, okay, anything 45 and we're going to go for it. Or if we need it, he says he's got 50, we can go for it. So we don't know what his situation is. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a guest in here. I think it's the first time he's been on, and he is here to talk his stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, Pub Star. And hey, he is here to talk his stuff. Turn off your so when you come in, what you want to do is you want to turn off your YouTube. You want to turn off your YouTube, and then you want to specifically just be on the StreamYard, and then you won't get the feedback. Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you guys, Gravy is in the building. I just saw you pull up. Salute to you, Gravy. Hope all is well. The link is there. If not, I'll pull it up again. We just talking ball and everything else around here. I think he's good now. I think he looks like he's good. Let's see. He's in the pub. Son is in the building. I think he's good now. I think. Yeah. All right. Oh, there we go. There we go. Hey, it's pleasure to meet you, bro. He's in the pub. Son is in. I think he's good now. Hey, I'm Pub. Pleasure to meet you, bro. Oh, yeah. Turn your. There we go. Hey, pleasure to meet you, bro. He's in the pub. Son is in. I think he's good now. Hey, I'm Pub. Pleasure to meet you, bro. Oh, yeah. Hey, pleasure to meet you, bro. He's in the pub. Son is in. I'm mad, bro. It's good to meet you. So what you want to I just muted you. What you want to do is turn off the click off your YouTube, and then the StreamYard link, you want to solely be on that. Is turn off the YouTube, and then the StreamYard link, you want to solely be on that. Is turn off the YouTube, and then the StreamYard link, you want to solely be on that. Is turn on the YouTube. Hey, I know you can probably hear me, but give me a thumbs up when you think you're good. Or he clicked out. Yeah, hey, but you guys, look, we give me your let's do this. We talked about Zeus. We asked about the grade for Zeus. Give me your overall grade of our offense. Give me an overall grade for our offense. We talked about Zeus. I gave a B for Zeus. I gave a B. But overall, what do you guys grade our offense today? Yeah, I was looking forward to hearing Pub stunt. You know what I'm saying? He came in, he had his beanie on, was ready to go. Yeah, for those that want to pull up, you definitely want to turn off I know you guys were listening to me on YouTube, but as soon as you click on that link, click the link off on your YouTube, and then you'll be able to get onto StreamYard, and you'll listen to everything. You'll be able to get on everything from the StreamYard side. And then you'll be able to get onto StreamYard, and you'll listen to everything. You'll be able to get on everything from the StreamYard side.
Hey, it's easy as hell to create a new account.
Oh, I did. Don't
StreamYard,
worry
you'll listen
about
to
it.
everything. You'll be able to get on everything from the StreamYard side.
Can you turn it down just a little bit?
Oh, I did. StreamYard, you'll listen to everything. You'll be able to get on everything from the StreamYard. Can you turn it down just a little bit?
Mine's down. Turn yours up. Mine
Yeah,
is
there you
down.
go.
Let me turn that up then. Yeah.
It sounds a whole lot better. Can you hear me?
Oh, there's a big delay.
Okay. So just tell me your thoughts on the game, man. Go ahead and tell me your thoughts on the game.
I didn't watch the game. I listened to the play-by-play. I enjoyed the play-by-play. I'm not necessarily a Raiders fan, but I'm a huge fan of the Raider Nation. So I just enjoy listening to a good game.
Okay. That's good. Hey, look, everybody's been introduced to the Raider Nation in some different way. You know, I was introduced to the Raider Nation through my family. My grandfather used to always watch, you know what I'm saying, the game. And that's what kind of got me into, the Raider Nation and checking out games. And, we're playing a newer, different style of football, especially with Antonio Pierce being our head coach. Well, not our head coach, but our interim head coach. And it's been exciting. So, I hope, you jump on board and watch or listen, and definitely, here at Raider Twuan, you're definitely welcome to come in and talk your stuff. I know I'm gonna have a couple of other people coming in, talking their stuff too. So it's a good time, man. So where were you listening to the game? Were you listening to it on the on like NFL.com or something like that? Or
No.
okay, he hopped off. It's all good. I know sometimes it's a little different for those that just, get on to the subscribing and linking and stuff like that. If you guys have not taken a moment to subscribe, click the like button, you know what I'm saying, get active, join the best chat that YouTube has to offer. And you guys know that is the congregation. And I got one of my brothers who's a part of the congregation, and one of my good brothers in the NWA network, and that is Pizzle.
What's cracking with y'all?
What's going on with you, brother? Good to see you. And I think Pub is back in. But before I get Pub in, let me know what your thoughts are on the game, Pizzle.
Yeah, I think if the defense could only do so much, we left them out there for an extraordinary amount of time. Everybody was hoping we were going to be able to get another turnover or something today, and it didn't happen. And that's what happens when, like when you rely on turnovers and stuff. Unfortunately, it was pretty much the same offense that we've seen for the last couple of weeks. And the other night I was kind of getting clowned on for saying O'Connell ain't getting the job done, and the whole plan was to run the ball. Yeah, I understand that, but we needed to make. I understand Devontae Adams missed some balls too, but it's just horrible. I'm good. He's obviously not the guy, right? We need to find somebody else.
Yeah,
and that's that's my shit. What up, Pub?
Yeah, I said it earlier today too. It's like the issues that we identified, and we've been all talking about the issues of the overall team. You know what I'm saying? They showed their ugly head. and they definitely bit us. They bit us in the butt. Our defense did. You know what I'm saying? As much as people may want to talk bad about our defense, I think our defense did
everything it could.
I think they did well. But when your offense ain't helping you throw punches,
you're out there too much, dude. We didn't get any sustaining. Even Ben said it last night. We were over there talking. We have to sustain some kind of drives. You can't be going 3 and out. The defense is out there too much. You wear them down, and then that's when blowouts start to happen. And basically, that's what was going on. I mean, I don't know what's going on with Devontae Adams. Somebody needs to give him a fork so he could stab it or something. I don't fucking know. It's just horrible, bro. I don't know. I mean, there's only so much, people can do. You got to execute. We didn't deserve to win today. We didn't play like we deserved to win. We didn't want it. They did. They won. Yeah. Well, they got some help from the refs. I'm not going to lie, but you can't, you still got to play the game.
Yeah.
That's how I look at that. I understand the refs helped them out and didn't give us any calls all game. How did we go to the least amount of flags, and then this week we got 5 or 6? Like, I don't understand how all that happens, but I do. But nobody wants to see it that way.
What was that, Pup?
Oh, sorry. I was in the song, dude. I said fuck because I'm trying not to cough. I hit the ball. I was just saying fuck because I'm trying to cough.
I'm trying to understand you.
Yeah, I couldn't pick it up.
I can't. But yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry. I have a really high delay here.
Oh, okay. There's a delay.
Go ahead, Pizzle.
Yeah, I think O'Connell's definitely got to, he's been needing to step his game up. I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator not helping him out, like the play calls that he's calling or the plays that he's doing. I look, obviously had a good game a couple of games ago. So what's happened? The defense, the Colts defense came in, they looked pretty good. I mean, that's why I was saying last night we got to do one game at a time. We can't just be overlooking the Colts. And I think that's exactly what happened. I think everybody's like, oh. And we didn't expect the refs to come in here and wreak havoc like they did. But at the end of the day, you still got to play the game, whether they're holding them and they ain't getting the call. I mean, you still got to go out there and fight through it.
Yeah, we definitely started off slow, and we got hit hard, on that first drive. And we're not getting it as much as the running game was still there. I think Zeus ran well, but it was just the other part of the offense just was not.
We just relied on Zeus to do everything. You can't rely on him to run the ball 40 times and win the game for you. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that 20 times, yeah, but you still got to the quarterback still got to make certain plays. Like he didn't make plays. Like you have to make throws. People have to make catches. He didn't make the throws, and people didn't make the catches.
Mm-hmm.
And that's and we've been knowing that's been the problem all year. It's not just been Jimmy G. It just wasn't Hoyer. It's been the whole quarterback room. Unfortunately, we got screwed this year with the quarterback. Nobody wanted Jimmy. We got stuck with Jimmy. But we try to be positive about Jimmy. Same thing we try to be positive about McDummy, right? But as you see, they wore themselves out. They had to go. No, I don't know. Everybody's like, well, let's put in Jimmy this week. For what? We already know what Jimmy's going to do. He's going to throw interceptions.
Yeah. But I'll say this too, Pizzle, just to be the positive, even in our situation is, I think we've already identified our problems. We
know.
We just got to address them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, exactly.
We just got to get to. It's almost
like
get
to the end of the year, and then we got to get to the
off
next
season.
Yep.
we just got to get to the off season.
Exactly.
Totally. And if we get to the off season, I don't want to guarantee it, but I can almost guarantee that we will be a whole better team
next year
coming into next year. Because again, the issues that we do have
are fixable.
They're fixable, but they're so glaring that I think, I don't want to say even a caveman can do it, but I think anybody that has some type of football IQ can identify what we need on this team. And if we address those things, we're a whole lot of a better team.
Yeah, for sure. We definitely got to address the offensive line. The quarterback play has got to go. Zeus, I'm interested in Zeus. He had a pretty good day today. Like I said, I don't blame the whole day on him. Like I said, they wanted him to carry him. He did, but like I said, you can only carry the team so far. Emmitt Smith could only do so much. Troy Aikman had to make throws, right? Terrell Davis could only do so much. Eventually, John Elway had to throw the ball. There's just, you're going to have to, Franco Harris, all these guys, they all have, eventually you have to throw the ball. And then when you have to throw the ball, people have to catch it. And it has to be accurate, which it wasn't either today. So, I definitely not, AP, I think he's going to get the head coach, but we definitely need a new OC. I'm not with. We got to get rid of this OC, or if not, he's going to have to bring in some kind of wowing playbook that's going to have to wow everybody. I don't know. Like I said, he's a rookie. This is his first time calling plays or whatever. I don't even know if he wants to do this job. He might want to be a quarterback coach still after this year. After this experience, he might want to just go back to doing what he was good at.
Yeah, Milk and Beezy, I am. I'm for AP for head coach. Now, what he did, and I'll say this too, as I dropped a video saying I like Bo as our offensive coordinator, because I would like for him to, I would like to see him with an off season and actually see what kind of playbook he decides, that he brings in, knowing this personnel and what he does with this personnel. That doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to have Aiden O'Connell as our quarterback. Of course, no. we're going to upgrade there, and then, like I said, if we address our O line, we'll have a better offensive line. So that's going to upgrade our offense solely on that. Now, what AP decides to do at the offensive coach is going to be up to him as head coach. He doesn't have to necessarily keep,
or whatever.
Bo as OC. Now, what to my understanding and what I've been getting from just the little rumblings that I'm getting with AP and those that are in votes of AP, that there might be some interesting guys that will come over if AP is the head coach. You know, I heard that, you know, and I gotta fact check it, but I heard that there might be a possibility that a guy like Bieniemy might come in as an offensive coordinator under AP as head coach. So there's opportunities where we might actually get a real solid, you know what I'm saying, offensive coordinator. And to be honest with you, I think that's really what we need. Like, because after you get AP as a coach, as a head coach, that's, you check that off the list. I think everybody's fine with Patrick Graham as our defensive coordinator. So the only question mark that we have is who's going to come in.
And that's going to be up to the general manager, you know, not really going to be up to for the head coach. That's going to be up to the general manager, Mark Davis, who they want to bring in higher. Because, you know, and then they're going to all have to work together. Unless the guy that, you know, AP has, you know, is fine with what these guys want to do. But I definitely think we're going to get away from Bo. But, you know, I know that AP knows all kinds of people in this league. He's been in this league for a long time. And you know, like he's got Tom Coughlin over there, and he's got Hugh Jackson over there. So he's got people on his side that, you know, or Tomlin, Tom Tomlin. You know, he's got people over there on his side that, you know, are intellectual about football and offensive minded. So maybe he's talking about maybe bringing Hugh Jackson in as the OC. Who knows? I mean, I don't know what kind of possibilities that hold for us, but we definitely need an OC, and whoever's available, we're going to be looking at. Because I think we got our defensive coordinator right now for sure. Right? Who can't be happy with the defense performance that's happened since, you know, week 5 until now? You know, it's been great.
Who? I know we're all over the place because I know some people were saying that he said he's terrible. I'm like, who's terrible?
Yeah, Bo Hardigree probably is what he's talking about.
Yeah. Because I'm like, because I don't want people to think that and this is
well,
just
once again,
I don't think AP was horrible today.
No, it's not. He didn't make any bad calls. He did his job good, but listen, there's a difference between a head coach, right, and making the head coach decisions and judging them on that, and then your players not executing the game plan. Like the players got to go out and execute the game plan that you have. That the offense came out and fizzled. Let's be honest. There was nothing for them. The defense was energized. They came out and did their job. Yeah. You know, but
I think AP did the best he could to keep this game close.
Yeah, for sure.
and they just did not perform. You know, the reason why we kept kicking it was because he was trying to keep
field goal position. It's a field goal game. It's a field position
keep us
game.
In short field. He was trying to give them a long field and give us, you know, a possible if they went 3 and out to give us a short field to possibly put points on the board, and we did not do that. How many times did we stop our drive in the middle of the field?
A lot. It was bad.
Too many times.
Yeah, it was a lot.
And we were a first down away from actually putting points on the board. Because when you're at the 50-yard line, if you get to the 40, you can kick a field goal. And we could not even get to that plenty of times today. And
it was a horrible day.
Was hurting for us to get to that, and our offense just could not perform. So I hope people are not trying to put the blame on AP today, because I think AP.
No. I blame the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, and people who are dropped the ball. I blame the offensive side of the ball today. The defense and all that stuff was good. They did their when you're out there, as long as they're on, you can only do so much. When you're out there for 25, 30 minutes, it's hard to play and stay solid. When their offense is on the field for 35, 40 minutes, it's not good. That's never, look at the time of possession. Let's look at that and see how long the defense was on the field. And then expecting they could dog out, but they need a rest.
Yeah, that part, man. It's like,
you can have dogs, but even dogs need to rest, bro. That's why I like running that run and shoot offense. You keep those fat boys out there, you wear them out, and then you can start running the ball later. But I'm not talking that Chip Kelly bullshit. But right on, Twuan. I'm glad you let me come by and say what's up. I got to go in and start making some burgers and stuff. Salute to the chat. You guys have a good night. I'll see you at Dirty's later, huh? You're going to be over there for the New Year's Eve?
I'll see what I got to. I'll try to pull up for a little bit. I don't know what Shirley wants to do tonight. So
it's all good, player. It's all good. You have a good evening. Happy New Year, bro. See you next year.
Definitely Happy New Year's. Thanks for pulling up for sure.
No problem, bro. Thanks. Later.
You guys, if you guys have not, go check out my man Pizzle. He has a good channel over Pizzle 420. You want to get over there, get with him. Obviously, you heard him talking some good Raider football. So if you guys have not, go ahead and check out my man Pizzle. Checking out you guys in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you guys have not clicked the like button, if you guys have not, also please take a moment to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Get on with this channel. We have a lot of good things going on, a lot of good content, a lot of good videos, and some laughter, a little comedy, because you guys know how I get down. I talk a little Raider football, but I also talk a little comedy, you know what I'm saying? Get you guys laughing and stuff like that. Circus, good to see you, my guy. If you guys need any legal services, you want to hit up Circus and Associates. Circus and Associates. Oh, man, Circus. Now, I will say this. There was a lot of I do agree with you. There was some kind of clock things, but it's kind of tough, especially on that last, because I know some people are talking about that injury to, I think it was Jacoby, that injury to Jacoby, and what the referees tried to do in regards to that. Like, I get it. It wasn't pretty. And he only had certain times to call timeout, and I think I got to go back to it. You know what I'm saying? The game is a little too fresh to call everything straight off of, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's something definitely I will go back and take a look at. Mike Parker said D played well enough. AP was decent. OC and AOC were terrible. Okay. Quarterback is terrible. Well, hey, look, hey, you know, and I'm not disagreeing with you, but just like our head coach said, and I've been saying it, you know, you have rookies being rookies, and you run into a situation where that was our best opportunity to win the game, is to have the rookie out there playing. Jimmy G can't throw the deep ball, so everybody, that means defenses are sucking in, and, you know, and you're not keeping the defense honest, and you have a situation where a vet is out there and is a liability. You got to go with the rookie. Youssef. Yeah, Jack Jones was trying to make a play, and I can't be mad at him for it. I really cannot be mad at him. Hey, wait, Circus Schefter? What? Circus, did you drop a Schefter? Oh. Circus be out here spitting. Hey, Circus be out here spitting the truth, dog. Hey, don't be breaking crazy stuff over here, Wild Turkey and Circus. Breaking news: Tom Brady, new OC. Circus said it. Hey, don't be over here bringing the fake news. All right, don't be bringing no fake news over here, yo. Hey, I wish I had somebody to. Where's my mods? Any of my mods, if you have if you can pull up pizzles for shizzle, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and put pizzles for shizzle in there. For Circus. You guys, I ain't gonna be on here too long. I just wanted to pull up, have you guys. I'm gonna put the link in one more time. Circus, if you want to say something, you know, I'll let you say some legal services on the chat. We want you to, you know, tell them, you know, anything legal they need to know for New Year's. Circus. If you got any legal advice for anybody, please let them know. Please let them know. We want everybody to be safe out here in these streets. If you guys have not heard it from me, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody. Please be safe out there in these streets. You don't only got to look out for the civilians, but you got to look out for the legals, because they will be out there doing their DUI checks, etc., etc. If you got a busted tail light, don't even risk it for the biscuit. If you got if your registration ain't all the way there, don't risk it for the biscuit, because they gonna be getting anybody and everybody out there. So don't get caught up. You know what I'm saying? You can save yourself a whole lot of money and a headache by taking a Lyft or an Uber. Okay? So go ahead and do that if you decide to step on out. You know what I'm saying? Please do it responsibly. Please do it responsibly. Also, you guys remember to be an organ donor. It means a lot to be to me. It means a lot to Raider Twuan, this channel. If you guys can consider to be an organ donor. I will be dropping, I will do this. Actually, let me do this. I'm going to give you guys a good word, positive word or phrase, to share with you guys some positivity, some notes of wisdom. And my good word to you is that whatever you've been through, whatever you've gone through, whatever experiences you had in your life, I want to tell you that it's going to get better. It's going to get better. And it's got to get better. It's going to get better. Hear me. I believe it. It's going to get better. And it's got to get better. And going into this new year, I want you to know that it's going to get better and that it's got to get better. You guys, I really want to speak positivity over your life. I hope all is well. If you guys need prayer for you or your family members, or you just need someone to talk to, hit me up on IG right there at Twuan, Twuan. Again, your business is between me, you, and the Lord. I don't put your business out there in the street. So you don't have to worry about that. Just tell me what's going on so that I can be aware of what's going on to help you. However I can be of help to you. Whatever it is, if you need help with a job, and you need prayer for, that, or you have a family member that's sick and you need prayer for that, let me know. If you need my information, you can hit me up on IG at Twuan, Twuan, or if you are live in the chat, all you have to do is put !pray in the chat. That's right. Put !pray. That will give you my IG. Then you can slide in my DM and then tell me what's going on. Okay. Also, the donor. If you need to be a donor, !DON in the chat, or it's always link in the description. Okay. We are currently at 2 hours on this live. You guys, I want to encourage you guys to be safe out there in these streets. Continue to be active with Raider Twuan. continue to be a part of the congregation. The congregation is going to be moving and grooving into the next year. And you know what? I'll see you guys next year. Remember, be a blessing. Or I'm sorry. You're a blessing. You are a blessing. Be a blessing to someone else.
Vamos Raiders! Go Raiders!
Happy New Year.
What up, low?
Today is a day when our heroes of the past become our legends of the future. Time never really stops for the great ones. We wrap them in a cloak of immortality and remember what great people they were. We recognize you, Virginia Madden, his sons Mike and Joey. They were a football family, so that John could pursue his dreams. Tonight the Twins in overall, and a tribute to John Madden and Al Jacobs, who declared that the fire that burns the brightest in the Raiders organization is the will to win. Ladies and gentlemen, the Madden family.